Crisp, long three, and the southpaw, no. Offensive board, Dickerson with a putback.
His ball movement was much better.
Dominic Green in the game, missing a three on the offensive glass.
You just pick him up.
That's my throat. Here's Crisp. Not that time. His first miss from three-point range. Dickerson, great feet.
Whether to share the ball or to take it himself.
Noel steps back. Just grazes the iron. Dickerson fights for the offensive glass. Clears some space.
Defensively.
Green pulls up at the elbow. Flat. Dickerson. What a night he's having. 6.
Please.
He's 60. He's got a long way to go. Here's Dominic Green from outside. Can't get the bounce to tip, though, by Noah Dickerson.
Noah Dickerson hadn't been able to get anything.
Dickerson gets an offensive rebound. He says, how about that, Adrian?
Of anybody in the history of the Conference of Champions. Wow, look at this play here.
Jalen Noel left it short. Noah Dickerson doing work.
Throw it down. Dickerson had 12 boards in Washington's win against Utah State. Averages 7.5 a game. Can be a handful. Garrison Brooks back on the floor. Took a shot to the nose. Dickerson up ahead to Little. Draws the double. And Dickerson just rips it away from him. Crisp calling for it. Gets it. And back into the set now, Washington.
Crisp has a mismatch with Mayon, and that's when he should try to attack. Right now, a guard just got back to him.
Nasir Little on him now. North Carolina knocked out Washington in their last NCAA tournament meeting. That was back in 2011. Also a round of 32. Dickerson fighting hard, gets it to go strong.
He wants it on both ends.
First player in D1 history with 110 or more steals, 50 or more blocks. Just comes up with the block there. Now a strip. I think Dominic Green got a hand on that in transition. Crisp. And he'll back it out, get it organized with Thibault. Looking for the big man. They attack Keita, and the reverse is good.
How about using that?
That first line of those long defenders on the perimeter for Mike Hopkins' Washington Huskies. But this allows the Ducks to set their press up, and this is their most effective weapon at this point of the season.
And they go to Dickerson with the left hand, and he finishes. Dickerson, but lost in the conference tournament and got left out. I don't think that's going to happen again, but it lets the Huskies should be in the NCAA tournament, but I guarantee you they're not going to rest easy till they hear their name called tomorrow night if they lose this game.
Wow.
Dickerson, though, gets the basket.
Well, we're going to hit the 10-minute mark here, and Colorado has 5 points in the half.
David Crisp is just toying now with the Buffaloes.
Dickerson up and under.
That's why you have to shut down guard penetration. You're never going to win if the other team is coming at you. I don't care who. I don't give you a Bill Russell or a Keem or Wilt, Kareem back there. If the guards don't do their job defensively out front, it's never going to happen.
Dickerson, and that's goaltending. Yep. Oregon seeding.
Over the top, throw it down.
Wow, Kenny Wooten was at the square. His upper body was about 2 feet above the rim.
He had to duck his head to keep from hitting it on the rim.
They go to Dickerson, powers it up.
That's goal.
That's goal. They're going to call a foul.
At all 4 levels, and he's hard to guard. And they're going to need him. If they're going to win this game, either he or Stevie is going to have to go off.
I think we're getting into a little bit more now. 5 points. There's a 5-point Washington lead. Zach Reichel in for the first time. Both Kelly and Vukovic out for Oregon State, so there you go, 3.
But you got to get it, like, that's not a bad shot, but you can get a better shot than that. You got to get it to the middle or the short corners and then kick it out to open threes.
Right, so now Dickerson right into Kelly.
Second half in Washington, every time they push it out to 4, 5, 6 points. Oregon State comes back. Now it's coming down the last 90 seconds. Who's going to step up and make a play?
Another game likely to be the 14th for Oregon State this year, 5 points or less.
But they are playing, reminder, they are playing for a top 4 seed in Vegas tonight if they can pull this off.
And a 10th conference win. Nice entry to Dickerson. And Kelly didn't.
Still looking to get it into Dickerson.
Backing right in on Kelly. Right in.
I mean, he took her and Stevie on the run, had a pretty good look. Just couldn't get it to go down. Gotta believe if Washington scores here, that's going to be a problem for Oregon State. Oregon State desperately needs a stop on this possession.
Down to Dickerson.
Again. We got no.
It's long. Sewing's got the board. Here comes Cal McNeil. It's a tough pass. Let McNeil too much.
Yeah, Sewing could have kept the ball, took it down Main Street, get a commitment from defense, and then maybe that pass to the wing is open. The most points in the first half this year that Washington has given up was 48 points to Auburn.
Dickerson, patience.
Your upper body, and you've got to really work on footwork to create space. The great Pete Newell, that's all he ever preached. Footwork.
He was the god for big men, wasn't he?
Absolutely.
Famous camp and off seasons, and now he has 3 steals.
In the spirit, somebody stole from him. There's a steal on a steal.
That's why you're Coach Braun.
That's why they steal.
So anyway, that's so Thibault for the moment is still tied with Brevin Knight for second on the all-time Pac-12 career list.
But not a matter of if, but when.
And Dickerson. So
Dickerson, when guys drive in, but he's also one of those guys that is very comfortable in discomfort. He doesn't mind being, breathed on and held and kicked and hit down there. It seems like it only pumps him up more.
He's 9 points shy of 1,500 for his career. The spin against Jason Johnson. He gets his first bucket tonight.
By 5 Huskies.
That's his second travel since halftime. Under 10 minutes to play. Dickerson fighting, gets the feed. Spins, Dickerson puts it through. Noah Dickerson.
Well, this coaching staff has the gift of hospitality. They just make you feel warm.
And it really can't be understated how big of a recruit C.J. Ellaby has been for this program as a freshman. The impact he has made this year coming from Seattle.
He was tabbed to go to Washington as a junior.
Dickerson inside, and then after
he
has not scored in this game, he does have a block and a steal. Dickerson with his first points on the other end, and then Washington forces a turnover, and they get out in transition.
Pass.
This is what they do well after a turnover. Normally, anyway, they get fast break points, but Noel was unable to get a good look at it.
Mike Hopkins wants to make it a half-court game, control the boards, and over time, they're going to just build up steady, methodical.
Tough shot, Dickerson, back-to-back bucket the floor. Washington, the top defensive team in points allowed, field goal percentage, steals, blocks in the Pac-12. Dickerson.
I tell you, he's gone to work, and the job that the Sun Devils are passing the ball quickly. They're not waiting for the defense. They're just getting that ball and going. That is championship basketball.
Washington again, 10-0 in conference play. Don't dust off my brain. Dust off my glasses, because I thought that was in the shooting motion.
Look, ostrich feathers make the greatest feather dusters. Now that's offense right there.
Dickerson puts it in.
Washington Huskies. Woof, woof. Give them some more food. Please, Todd.
4 minutes to go. 8-point game. Big possession defensively for Arizona. Thibault finds Dickerson underneath, and he puts it in because and the stick back.
You didn't want to be there. I was hot.
How does it take? Oh, I've seen you hot before. Yeah, you're right. I didn't want to be there.
I was hot, man. Snow in Kentucky and Chicago. Ice. Beautiful day here in the Willamette Valley, like the Yakima Valley, like the Okanagan Valley. The good rain falling here in the Promised Land. Thank you, Timothy Egan. What a book. Come on, pass the ball.
Jumper goes as Dickerson banks it home.
Follow Robert Ory around. Beautiful play by Miles Norris.
A guy who's really improving as the season has gone on, from Helix High School, which you're familiar with, in San Diego.
I went to high school there.
That's why I said that.
Okay. I had a great time at Helix High School. What a school. Do you know any other schools besides Helix that had the #1 pick in the NFL and the #1 pick in the NBA?
Not off the top of my head.
This building was the last loss for John Wooden.
How about that? It's a great venue, man. I can't say it. I played college basketball. When I played college basketball, I played all over the country. You won't find
I love the fact that KZ Okpala could go over with his 3rd foul, stay mentally engaged in the game. That's a big bucket for him. He's got to continue to score more baskets on the offensive end for Stanford.
Noah Dickerson somehow
hurt that zone defense, but you got to feel relaxed out there. Both those guys look nervous handling the ball or shooting it.
Lucas threw it away twice, and the other time when he didn't, he took a terrible shot that barely even drew iron. 5-0 Washington. Skip pass, cross court, left side, right, has got it outside the arc. Zone defense by the Buffaloes inside. Noah Dickerson nearly has it poked away. He gathers it in, powers it up by Seward.
He's into this.
First team foul in his second half.
Paint touch Dickerson. No need for the dribble. Two-hand.
I should have gotten more excited about that. I wasn't quite sure what was called, but Esposito, this is a guy that comes off the bench for Sac State and scores almost 15 points a game. So Dickerson, a great job with the scouting report. It'll be interesting when he gets back.
I'll tell you what, he's been fun to watch so far. I had 3 or 4 Oregon games, and Bobo has an extremely unique skill set for a guy 7'2".
You know, that's what, in theory, that's what you want to do as well. Get a guy to the free throw line, then interior passes down to the short corner and score. Nice execution from Seattle there.
Dickerson fed on the block, spins, and an easy look. 19-2 Seattle run.
Mike Hopkins has 2 timeouts, but I'm not sure you use one here. You might need both of those late.
Dickerson powers his way down off the glass.
You can't just leave a guy wide open to throw a pass. You got to put pressure on the passer.
Hachimura with 22 points, right at his season average. He also has 7 rebounds tonight, 4 offensive rebounds, and how about Dickerson with the throw?
Noel. Kick to Dominic Green, corner 3. And there's Thibault for the offensive glass. A reset for the Huskies. The length of Thibault again causing problems. Nice steal by Dickerson.
The more threes that go down for Eastern, the more they think they can hang around and maybe steal it at the end.
Gibson, a senior. Themistoclaw has a couple. There's the entry to Dickerson. He goes right shoulder right away.
Yep, see how
earlier up here in Vancouver, they turned it over 20 times versus Texas A&M.
And now Dickerson, met initially by Oturu, takes the freshman down low, shoots over him, and scores.
By Washington, you mentioned his shooting woes, but he's done a much better job of taking care of the ball this year. That's 16 assists versus only 6 turnovers for the sophomore.
He had 11 assists alone in the opening game of the season against Omaha. Tied at 9. Dickerson, he wants to take Stockman down low, underneath, and muscles. Turnovers really mounting here, certainly for Minnesota, now 9 already in this first half.
Good job by Kalsher, closing out under control.
Down low, Dickerson over Stockman. Minnesota's 7 of 15 at the free throw line in this first half. Dickerson down low, underneath. Looks like Oturu was expecting a shot. Kalsher has a good look.
Oh, he got pushed in the back. I thought Murphy got pushed in the back there.
A whistle on Amir Wright, so we play on. Jalen Noel. It's a great tournament. Back to Dickerson.
Two more. Like Dickerson, his momentum was already taking him toward the floor.
Washington feeding Dickerson this time at the elbow. Shot clock is under 10.
Good repost.
Lost it low, got it back, and scored.
It completes the play. Also want to give some credit to Stockman. I mean, he had a breakdown a few possessions ago, allowing Dickerson to beat him to the rim. But since then, he's given some solid minutes. He's probably got another 2.5 minutes here till the next media timeout, where I think you'll probably see Oturu coming back into the ballgame for the home stretch.
Third foul on Carter. Entry pass over Stockman's head. Dickerson muscles and scores as Stockman.
Give Chandler a ton of credit. You know, when you get in transition like that, you're supposed to finish a play, slipped, lost the handle of it, gathered it back, somehow got possession, got it to start, so he did an excellent job of finishing.
Dickerson, the seal, the
well, in fact, Gary Payton, there's a nice deep shot. Nope. Gotten cold all of a sudden. Not in the same rhythm against his own they were early.
And still without their best player, Pinheiro. And he just got up and he's going to the scorer's table. He's been sitting with 2 fouls.
You know, how long can you go? You can't afford to get yourself out of it. He's going to face. Don't let him.
What you got to do?
6 inches. Council.
That's all you need.
Yep. Critical basket right there within 6 with immediate timeout coming.
Over the top. Dickerson fly by.
Is there any way to defend that shot?
That's a way you have to go. If you're Washington, you want to chip away. And the only way you chip away is get the basketball down there inside the paint, go towards the rim like Dickerson came on before us, how he's got to kind of be the point guard, where Coach Bruce Pearl, regardless if he has freshmen or seniors, he is going to be on that sideline, energetic, motivating his team from start to finish as well.
Dickerson in.
Minutes, a long time to go in the game of basketball. You got to put together a few runs if you're Washington right now.
From behind. I think 1 and 2 applied on that one.
Obviously not a play on the ball, trying to box out.
And maybe that's what has came in the first half.
Well, you know, his back's against the wall defensively. If he commits any other fouls, he might as well just play the rest of the game. So there's really not a whole lot of pressure. Only 1/2 of basketball, and you're not coming off the floor. So do your best.
Here's Dickerson again. Double pumps. Got Bassey to bite.
On the defensive hook. And it's poked away from behind. That was Dickerson. Forced that turnover, and now good pass, Noel. Cada guards him, but Dickerson scores it. Cada.
As well as Marquise Chris. Those are both lottery picks, right?
Yeah, but Chris is struggling in the NBA.
Oh, he was a lottery pick, though.
Turnover by Oregon. Noel, no-look pass. Dickerson with the throwdown, and it's a 5.
Right in downtown Tempe. Look at the steal here. He intercepted that with his chest. Please.
He's I don't know that I have seen in college basketball a better anticipated.
Rely on Noah Dickerson. Crisp is playing great. Feibel has become an offensive force. Noel, push the ball now if you're the Huskies. Whoa.
Dickerson down court, gets the layup. Is
Dana Altman at the 5 coming up at a diagonal right to left. And then you got the 605 on the west side. And so if you counted the people in the cars.
Noah Dickerson running.
Swing the other way.
And there's the defense leading to offense from Feibel as Ramsey way off. Crisp tracks down the loose ball. Dickerson to the basket.